What's going on YouTube? TheGremlin31. I wanted to make a quick video about taking out a new shooter. Yeah, right. Everybody does it. Anybody that shoots, always trying to get people to go out there and shoot with them and get them out there to shoot. It's fun. We love it. I love it. And you as a shooter, I'm sure you love it. But there's certain things that we should do and we shouldn't do. Now, these are just my opinions. Take it, or leave it. Don't be that asshat that takes your wife, girlfriend, mom, grandma, kid, whoever the hell it may be, and drops a 12 gauge in their lap, a 300 Win Mag, a 44 Magnum. Don't do that. Yeah, it's funny and everybody gets a laugh at it on YouTube because, you just humiliated somebody that you were gonna teach. Don't be that guy. Don't do that. I mean, it doesn't help our cause. It just makes us look like a bunch of idiots. Makes the Second Amendment community look like a bunch of idiots. And we're not. You're an idiot. I'm not. So don't do that. First things first. Take somebody out, whether you're at BLM, outdoor range, or indoor range, is gun safety, right? You go over the rules of safety. Use a shooter, sure, already know them, and that's what you need to relay to them. You need to show them the business end of the gun, the safe end of the gun, the magazine thingy that goes in here, and the pull trigger thingy that you pull that makes the thingy go bang. All that stuff you need to explain to it, break it down. Another thing is have an appropriate caliber, have an appropriate teaching caliber. In my opinion, that's a 22 long rifle or 22 short. Any 22 pistol or rifle is an appropriate teaching caliber. Number one reason people are afraid of guns is because they're loud and their recoil seems violent on videos. People that have never shot a gun don't know any different. All they know is what they see on TV. All they know is what they see on YouTube with these guys handing off these, big magnum calibers to their spouses and watching them get knocked on their ass. And that's what they know because they've never shot. Now it's your job and your duty, since you took on the responsibility of taking your shooter out, to put them at ease, to enjoy themselves. So have an appropriate caliber. In my opinion, that's a 22. Work your way up to a 380, a 9mm. If they're, no problem, then you know what? Go ahead and step up to a 40, 45. But you got to work your way up. From there, range etiquette. Whether you're at the desert, whether you're an outdoor range or an indoor range etiquette. The do's and don'ts at ranges. Yes, you already taught them the gun safety aspect of it, of grab it here, don't do this, pull here, all that good stuff, right? But there's certain things you do and you don't do at the range. Now your range might be different than mine, but I think universally there's certain etiquette you need to follow. Teach them that. Hopefully you know that, but teach them that range etiquette. We went shooting a while back at an outdoor range, and my kids are shooting, my wife is shooting. I look down the line, this guy is he's got a jam. So instead of trying to clear the jam pointing down range, turns it down range. Well, hell, I'm standing over there with my family. Now that guy got an earful for me, but shit like that, you need to let them know. And the number one rule, guys, to introduce a new shooter, make it fun. That's right, make it fun. You have fun shooting. I have fun shooting. My wife and kids enjoy shooting. You got to make it fun for them. If you make it a chore and you got an agenda and you got this and that, guess what? We just lost a potential Second Amendment supporter. We can't afford that. I mean, especially in California, we need everybody we can to join, so you got to make it fun. And don't worry about accuracy, don't worry about grouping. What I like to do is I like to bring the target in about 7 feet from whatever it is we're shooting. Let them hit something. Teach them the basics. line your sights up, center of mass, squeeze, pull the trigger, work on their stance, work on their grip, but make it fun. If you're setting a target out at 20 yards, 15 yards, and they're not hitting it, guess what? Now you just discourage them. You demoralize them. Okay? And it doesn't help when you grab your pistol and you want to show off how, how badass and Chuck Norris like you are, and how you can hit the dick off of a gnat at 15 paces. It doesn't help them. It just demoralizes them. It's not about you. It's about them. You want to grab the pistol, show them this is the stance, this is proper grip. By all means, do that. But don't sit there and be John Wayne and show off and try to get all Doc Holliday in front of your girlfriend or your wife just to show off. You got her there already, right? So stop showing off. It's about them. Now, I don't worry about accuracy, because at 7 feet, sometimes it's kind of hard to miss. It does happen, but after a few shots, they're going to hit the target at 7 feet. It's just the way it is. But they're seeing their hits. So it's automatic feedback. Automatic feedback. Oh man, I hit the dude in the pecker. Hit him in the chest. I hit him in the neck. I blew his ear off. Now you're engaging them. Now they're having fun. Now they want to proceed. The next time, maybe, it might take a couple of times of just 7 feet shooting, 7 feet shooting. After a while, hey, you know what? Teach me how to reload. Hey, now we're progressing, right? It's baby steps. One thing I found, if you're, like, for example, I took my mom shooting years ago, and I made sure she didn't have to do anything but point and pull the trigger. I loaded the magazines. I made sure when she's ready to shoot, all right, let's go, Mom. Boom, boom, boom. Load up the magazines. They're ready to go. Same thing with my wife at first. I loaded up the magazines. She wanted to shoot. What gun do you want to shoot today? I want to shoot this one. I want to shoot. All right, get it set up. And after a while, you know what? She learned to love it. She's an advocate of the Second Amendment. She got her CCW. She shoots better than me sometimes. Don't tell her that I said that though. But you gotta make it fun. You gotta make it. You can't make it work. You can't make them work for the magazines. If you got kids, show them. Load 1 or 2 rounds. Boom, boom. Okay, let's try 3. And let's try 4. Let's try a full magazine. But you gotta make it fun. You gotta make it engaging. If they're constantly working and they're struggling to load that magazine, you know what? This is too much fucking work. I don't want to do this. And if at all possible, guys, this is my opinion. Like I said, you can take it or leave it. Avoid an indoor range. The indoor ranges are intimidating. From the moment you pull up, you hear the bah, bah, bah. That's really intimidating to a new shooter, especially someone that hasn't been around it. And when you get in there and you got a guy with the 454, 44 Magnum next to you and AR or 12 gauge in the other bay, guess what? I mean that is some loud noise, and that's a lot of percussions and a lot of muzzle blast. And they're just not going to have fun. Before they pull the trigger, they're flinching because the guy next to him has a California compliant AR now with the muzzle brake indoors, and it's shaking your fillings loose out of your teeth. So if at all possible, go to an outdoor range. It might be a little more expensive, but you're going to have a better time with your new shooter. They're going to have a better time. There's going to be less stress. If you can, find some BLM. Go out there and just pick up after yourself. Don't be a dickhead and leave all your trash and gear out there and for somebody else like myself to pick up. So start small. Take breaks. Make it fun. Have appropriate calibers. Those are my recommendations. That's what I do when I introduce a new shooter. That's what I do when I take out a new shooter. And help support the sport. I mean, every new shooter that you take out that has an agreeable and pleasant experience shooting the gun, and they get that fear out of their head about, oh my God, this is a killing machine. It might take a couple times, but eventually they're going to want to buy their own pistol or rifle. And that's what we need. We need more support of the Second Amendment, especially here in California. It's an uphill battle. And we're not wearing any shoes. So, take it or leave it. These are my thoughts. These are my opinions on how to take out a new shooter, the do's and don'ts. So if you found this helpful, drop me a like. Leave a comment. Let me know. If you didn't find this helpful, well, let me know why. Let me see what I can do. Alright guys, D-Grum taking out.